On this episode with Dan on the Street, Dan meets up with the Staten Island Chamber of Commerce's very own Linda Baran and Dominic Provenzano. Next on Dan on the Street.
We're about to meet Dan on the Street, yeah. D-A-N, Dan on the Street, yeah. Talking anything with Dan on the Street, yeah. D-A-N, Dan on the Street, yeah. 10314, just knock on Grace Foundation's door. If you really want to meet Dan on the Street, yeah. Dan on the Street.
And joining us today from the Staten Island Chamber of Commerce is Linda Baran, President and CEO, and Dom Provenzano, who is the Communications and Marketing Director. Also joining us from the Dayham crew is Nico and Grace.
Hello. Hello.
So thank you guys for joining us today.
It's my pleasure, man.
So can you start out by telling us a little bit about what the Chamber of Commerce is and who you serve on the island?
Sure. Chamber of Commerce represents businesses on Staten Island. We have about 600 businesses that are members, small and large. A lot of mom and pops, a lot of long-standing businesses on the island. People come to us to find out where to go. Where can I find this? I got relatives coming in, what hotel can I stay at? What restaurant can I go? What kind of entertainment do you have? So we promote businesses on Staten Island. We try to help them run their businesses as well.
You are a fixture in the Staten Island community. What are some of your favorite things about Staten Island?
My favorite things about the fact that we're the borough of parks, right? So that makes us stand out from the other boroughs because there's a lot of outdoor activity that we could have. We have some great cultural institutions here. We just had the other night, the Chamber had an event at Conference House Park. Half the people that came didn't even know that existed down there. You know, showcasing the island, telling people about the great food we have here. We have a lot of great restaurants, and we just have a lot, it's a very close-knit community, so the business community really support one another here, so. I like it. I grew up here, lived here all my life. It's one of my favorite places.
Some of those things that you just shared are going to be featured in an upcoming publication, correct?
That's right, yeah. We have our consumer guide coming up. It's our annual consumer guide. It's kind of like a magazine where it gives a little bit about the Staten Island community, Chamber of Commerce, everything that we've been working on for the past year. But it also has a comprehensive list of all of our members by category. So you can kind of browse through, see who's members of the Chamber, if you want to find a great restaurant or a great place to stay or a great place to buy a car. You can find all that in our consumer guide, which publishes at the end of June.
Helping Staten Island business communities grow provides jobs and income. Are we better off with mom and pop stores or big box stores?
Most island businesses, hire locally, right? So, if you're looking for a job on Staten Island, that's one of the things that we have too. We have a job board, and we also actively promote the intern program. So if you're a student and you're going to school and you want to work at a business, and also really, there's a lot of local jobs here. A lot of times we see people go to Manhattan, but it's really about looking at jobs of the future, training people, giving them the skill set that they need to work at businesses. Right. But there's a lot of benefit to that because the people who work here spend their money here locally, and that also improves the overall economic climate here on the island.
Okay.
So Nico is a roller coaster enthusiast.
Okay.
So he's got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Staten Island needs an amusement park. What is happening to the site on Richmond Avenue?
So that's basically the carnivals that come into town. So our office is located there. We just moved to our new offices on 2555 Richmond Avenue. It's right next to the mall. So we can actually hear the rides every single day that are going on, but it's bringing a lot of people to the mall. A lot of people, there have been some attempts to bring an amusement park. With an amusement park comes a lot of traffic and parking and a lot of needs. So there's been a couple of failed attempts. Years ago, I grew up on Staten Island. There used to be the South Beach rides, which was kind of cool. It was very small. It certainly didn't have a roller coaster that you would be interested in. It was a very small roller coaster. But, we do need more attractions, and we do need more things so that people have fun and enjoyment here, especially for the young people.
Yeah, we could actually use an amusement park on Staten Island.
I agree.
I agree.
Can you tell us some of the most rewarding things you have been involved with at the SI Chamber?
The YAY program. So one of the things that we do is we have something called the Young Entrepreneurs Academy, where we teach young people how to start their own businesses. And we just finished it. It's a 20-week program, and we have probably about 50 to 75 businesses that come in and teach the kids. They mentor them, they share their experience with them. And at the end of the program, the kids walk away with a lot of confidence, and they learn a lot of different skills that they wouldn't learn in school because it's not textbook, it's really like life experiences. Right. So I think that's probably one of the most rewarding things that I brought to the chamber about 8 years ago now.
The chamber is here to help small businesses, and so in the past 2 years particularly, one of the most rewarding things for me was just helping them navigate the pandemic and how they can access grants or access loans, or navigating the rules and a lot of the different regulations and guidelines that came about. So that has been particularly rewarding for me, and I know for Linda as well, just helping businesses navigate the pandemic and survive as we come out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, many times they don't know where to go, and we can usually point them in the right direction. And Dom does our marketing communications, and he does a fabulous job at just making people aware of the things that they don't know about.
Linda, Dom, thank you for all that you do in the community. Grace, Nico, thank you for being our great co-host today.
My
Yeah,
pleasure, man.
Great job,
And that's Dan on
guys.
the Street.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.